You know when people talk about fitness journeys? I've been on a makeup journey. Hello everyone and welcome back to my Makeup No Buy Project Pan decluttering series. My name is Lara and I have been doing a Makeup No Buy / Project Pan for about a year and a half now. And you can bet that this has had huge ramifications on my life, on my makeup collection and my approach to makeup, but also my actual habits in my day-to-day life and how I come to see shopping, how I come to see makeup in general. I think that this has become more pronounced during this quarantine as I've had time to sort of reflect on my makeup habits and what I used to do, what I'm currently doing now. So I thought that it would be interesting to compare what my makeup habits used to be like as compared to what they are now. I've seen a lot of people talking about this on YouTube, but it's been really interesting. I feel like because we're all sort of stuck at home and not going anywhere, we're learning more about how we see makeup and if we really do put it on for ourselves or for other people. I'm learning a lot about how important makeup is to me because I enjoy putting it on every single morning, even if I'm going to see nobody. And I've actually been more interested in makeup since this quarantine began. I've been watching a lot more tutorials, I've been finding a lot more YouTubers, and I've been spending a lot more time on makeup in the morning than I previously did. I think this would actually be an interesting topic, so I may do a video entirely on this, on makeup no buys and decluttering in quarantine, and my personal habits in regards to makeup during quarantine, so keep your eyes out for that. I upload a video every Saturday, but let's get into the video. So to give you some background on my personal relationship with makeup, I started wearing mascara. I think mascara was first in grade 8, I'd say, and then I sort of moved on to foundation and eyeshadow in grade 10, and then in grade 11 that's when I discovered YouTube, and that's really when I got more interested in makeup. But the culture of the beauty community on YouTube at the time, I don't think that it was super healthy for a young person who's just getting to know makeup, at least not the content that I consumed. All I was seeing was these massive makeup hauls, and the same goes for fashion. The most popular videos were hauls, so this is essentially glorifying purchasing tons and tons of new products all the time. So what I learned was, in order to really love makeup, you need to have a huge collection, you need to be constantly buying new products and really cycling through your products. Now, it took a long time to unlearn this sort of consumption pattern. It was just in the past couple years that I started seeing makeup differently and trying to change my purchasing habits. So for about 6 years, I was just buying as much makeup as I could justify buying, and this was really not healthy. Mascara was really my weak spot. I mean, you can see from my username, Lara Likes Mascara, that's always been my favorite. So I would say I was buying a new mascara at least once a month, sometimes one every couple of weeks. Essentially every single time I would go into the drugstore, I would check my favorite brands, CoverGirl and Maybelline. Those were the two brands that made my favorite mascaras, sometimes L'Oreal, and I would see if they had any new mascaras on sale. If a mascara was about $4.99, sometimes $5.99 or less, I would buy it. Like, I often wouldn't even look up reviews. I would just, it's on sale, I'm gonna buy it. As well, I was buying pretty much exclusively drugstore products, which is not in and of itself a bad thing, but because I was buying inexpensive makeup, it wasn't really adding up that much, and so I didn't put a limit on my shopping. Whereas if I'd been buying high-end products, I probably would have noticed the money adding up and I might have put a cap on my purchases. When I was buying products from higher end brands, often this was with gift cards or I had really saved up for them, and so I put a lot more thought and time and of course money into these purchases, and so those are the ones that I really spent time thinking about, and those are the products that I really loved. Whereas the drugstore products, those tended to be impulse purchases, and I grew quickly tired of them because I often didn't do my research on if I was going to like them or not, and oftentimes I didn't end up liking them. So for expensive makeup, I was practicing good shopping habits, but I should have been given that much thought to every single purchase that I made. I was not buying quality. Now, I'm obviously not saying I blame YouTube for my negative relationship with makeup or with shopping. Of course, some of the onus is on myself for, not doing my own research and not developing my own control over my shopping habits. but YouTube definitely encouraged me to buy more than I would have. I mean, it's simple marketing, right? Like, some of the endless consumerism that we're feeding into is our own fault, but some of it is just we're doing what we're supposed to. Like, that's the point of marketing, that's the point of capitalism. Did I want to go there? Another video. Anyways, and of course I'd like to thank YouTube, because YouTube is what really helped me to stop buying makeup and to embark on this no buy and start a Project Pan, because I only found out about those things from YouTube, from YouTubers that I discovered, and I'm so very grateful that I did. And of course I'm a YouTuber myself, so I certainly do not have any bad feelings towards YouTube. It's just, yes, so I don't know how much of that is my own fault, how much of it is YouTube, but I'm still glad that I did discover YouTube when I did. So back onto not having any sort of filter, I got sucked into trends, I got sucked into YouTube recommendations and makeup marketing that I saw around me. I bought stuff that like would never look good on me. Like, so many different lip colors that look terrible on my skin tone, and so many different colors of mascara. Like, do you guys remember when people were wearing like blue and purple mascara? No thank you. So I was trying all these new products, but they weren't really looking good on me, so I was getting tired of them super quickly. And another thing is I had this scarcity mentality. So it was so bizarre, because I was buying all of this makeup, but because I had the scarcity mentality, I wasn't actually using a lot of it. I would try to use up as little as possible of my eyeshadows and my blushes. I would really scrimp, and so I wouldn't use all the makeup that I wanted to. And as a result of this, of course, now some of that makeup has gone bad, which made zero sense, because I was buying so much makeup. Like, why was I buying it if I wasn't going to actually use it? Like, what was the point? What was I buying it for? And this is such a stark contrast to now, because now I'm trying to use up as much makeup as I can. Like, I used to use so little foundation every day, like just covering my T-zone, my forehead, and my nose, and now like I'm putting foundation like on my knees. Not actually, but you get what I mean. And I think that that's one of the reasons that in quarantine, despite not really leaving the house, I'm using makeup every single day. I'm putting it on every single day, because I know I want to use up these products. I want to make use of them. Even if nobody sees it, I enjoy putting it on. I enjoy the process of putting it on, and I enjoy what I look like when I have makeup on. You know, when people talk about fitness journeys, I've been on a makeup journey. Instead of changing my body or my relationship to my body, I am changing my relationship to makeup and my makeup collection. If we think of a journey as having a beginning, middle, and end, I'm currently in the middle stages of my makeup journey. At the beginning, that was when I had an unhealthy relationship to makeup. I was just buying up as much as I could. More is better. That was my mentality. Now I'm in a phase where I'm trying to declutter my collection and really curate it so that it's only items that I really truly love, and I'm only bringing items that I have thought about for a long time into my collection. At this moment, I'm at the point where I'm not buying any new makeup. I'm not bringing anything into my collection. But I think that the end of my journey, although of course it will continue as long as I choose to wear makeup, will be continuing to have a good relationship with makeup and bringing items into my collection that I truly love. So right now I'm at the middle point of my makeup journey, and I would love to do another video when I'm sort of in the third act of my makeup journey and talk about what I've learned from the first two phases of the journey. Right now I can only report on the contrast between this phase and the previous phase. So that is what my makeup habits used to be like compared to currently, which is, I mean, my makeup purchasing habits don't exist because I don't buy makeup. But I would love to revisit this video when I am buying makeup again and compare my habits to how they were when I was in that unhealthy phase of my makeup relationship in my makeup journey. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please give it a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe down below. It very much helps my channel. Let me know what other videos you'd like to see and how your relationship to makeup has changed during this quarantine. Have you learned anything new about yourself and how you see makeup? Have you tried any wild new techniques? Let me know. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.